Hi everybody, it's Jeff from Jeff's Vegetable Gardening in Containers. It is September 2nd today. We're getting towards the fall season though. You would never know that outside right now, but the temperatures are still warm, but the nights are getting a little bit cooler. But show you a little picture of what we picked out of here today. You can see a lot of tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers. Some of the stuff is starting to come back after the real kind of droughty / hot weather we had, as you can see from the brown spots in the grass, and really you see the green. There's not but weeds. It's just the weather kind of took over the area here, and you could water as much as you want, and nothing was going to work, so I had to. There's weeds in the flower bed, in the garden bed, but I cut most of them out. There's still some in there, but out of the pots, and I had to weed and fertilize and water to get stuff to start coming back. So we probably got a month left in the growing season, but still coming back. You can see I picked these pretty much clean, these 3 tomato bushes and the peppers and everything that had the red tomatoes on them, but there's quite a few tomatoes still growing in here and coming back with size. I got a pretty big, nice sized lemon boy out of the other garden. You can see these lemon boys coming in right there. Mainly the garden, sweet potatoes are still doing good, but mainly the garden at this time of the year is if you got any left that didn't die in the summer, is like the green beans there, which are coming in both areas again. Potatoes, sweet potatoes, peppers, tomatoes, eggplants starting to come back if the warm season lasts long enough, but not strenuously hot or whatever. And I said tomatoes of all varieties, peppers of all varieties, potatoes, eggplant. I got some zucchini coming in on the other side over there. But your bigger growing vegetables for the season, your squashes and stuff like that, that's pretty much out of sight. You can see that I had 6 or 7 nice purple eggplant off there, but that just couldn't keep up even though I was watering it. And you can see them green beans are starting to come back there now. So in all the pots that are empty now that I cleaned out, that were past their prime and everything, they're seeded with like 3 and 4 different types of lettuce, peas, any more or less the cold weather stuff. A ton of peppers still growing on this bush right here. They're just reds and greens. I just pick them off. You see that eggplant was just dead and coming back. That one's starting to come back. So we'll see how far it'll go. Over there I got peppers off both of the end containers. They grew fine. 1 cucumber and 1 tomato. The second one from the left and the third one from the left, they're done, but they were doing pretty good, but I went away and they kind of went away. But that third tomato bush is coming back. But I got, for the first year doing it, I got decent production off there. There's another eggplant coming back. That's a white one. Peppers, like I said, are still growing on here, down on the bottom. The tomatoes. You see like that empty pot, the purple. Oh, geez, I'm losing my mind. But the pots are soft. They're all got something in them, but we'll see. I'm not one to throw away seeds. We'll see how many some are older seeds, some are newer seeds, and they do it every year to see which ones work and which ones don't. I pulled a couple peppers and tomatoes out of here. You can see that Japanese eggplant right there in that white bucket. It's coming back like crazy and starting to flower. So we just have to see if the season will last long enough. And you've seen that before. That's just not but a load of sweet potatoes. And the September, middle October, we'll do something with them. See the potatoes still coming up the spot. You can see the zucchinis coming up. More cucumbers are coming back up. I did pull some cucumbers out of here today. They went completely to crap because of the weather. No matter what you did with them, watered them and treated them right. even though we got a lot earlier. So I got rid of them, replanted. I pulled a couple of cucumbers off this plant back here today that were in my, I think you saw this is small yellow tomatoes here. They're starting to come up now. You can see the cucumbers are still flowering there, back in there, but it's very hard to for cucumbers to survive right now. These were all dead back here, all these tomato bushes, and they are all now coming back with a little TLC. So strawberries I moved out of here completely and put over there by the right side of the shed, and we've gotten some good strawberries off there, some small ones, but they came back after I moved them out of here and put them over on that side. So we're doing pretty doggone good right now, and we should still be, like I said earlier, producing until probably the end of September. And once that end of September comes, that's when we'll stop producing altogether, most likely, early October when the cooler nights come out and stuff. And then we'll get the cover back on the greenhouse and plant what we have to, but the blueberries and the raspberries are looking good over there. I got them back from death, but they're not going to produce anymore this year, but they got real hurt during that terrible weather we had. We've been in a drought here you look down the grass, my yard, it's always grass and all year round, but it's like a dust almost when you walk on it. My stranger started out the summer with a lot of rain and ended up with nothing really at the end, and you can water all you want, and you can't keep up when it's that hot and no moisture in there or anything. So I'm gonna let you guys go. I just wanted you to haven't been around for a while. I've been here, but I've been just so busy keeping up with the landscaping, trimming the trees and bushes, and trying to keep up a little bit with the garden and try to get it back. So we're back in where we should be this time of the year. And like I said, we had a pretty good pull out of here today. And we had a real good pull out here last week and the week before, but I already posted those pictures out on Instagram and Facebook of just that. So you guys have a great Labor Day weekend. And we'll be back in a week or two to post another update on the garden and where we are as it gets colder and colder, so I can show you what survives now, what won't survive, and then getting these last potatoes out and showing you harvest on all that. All right, guys, have a great weekend. Don't forget to please go out to Jeff's Vegetable Gardener in Containers on YouTube and like and subscribe, and also at the Instagram to Jeff's Vegetable Gardening in Containers. And I appreciate it, and every little bit helps. Thanks, guys. Have a great weekend.